Hej, witam wszystkich dzisiaj serdecznie. A to co? Dzisiaj lecimy dalej z dziedzictwem Hogwartu. Jest dzisiaj piątek, piątunio, a jak to się mówi, no a ja niestety piątek dopiero jutro będę miał. Dobra. No to co? Kontynuujemy. Ostatnio pająki były. A co będą teraz? Czy też pająki? No, a tak poza tym. Dobra, tutaj włączyliśmy to ostatnio. Mamy. Dobra. No to misję trzeba sobie jakąś wybrać, nie? Wychodzę i zbieraj gaz. Zdobądź wszystkie linki bojowe. To co zrobimy ten poziom? To. Robimy coś? Nie. Potrzebne. Okej. Idziemy. Idziemy. 20 poziom? Ja mam 22. Dwa poziomy zawsze do przodu. Damy radę. Ogólnie wam powiem tak, no Hogwarts będę chciał przejść cały, nie? To jest standard. Jeśli chodzi o mój kanał, częściowo będzie pokazywany też Diablo 3, gdzie będę przechodził sezony. Tak naprawdę. Tylko wiadomo, czasami sezony przechodzę offline'owo. A tak będzie tylko częściowo jako pokazywany jako taki stream, jak to się mówi. Następną rzeczą, no Max Payne'a, ruszamy na Max Payne'a od następnego tygodnia. I Max Payne będzie na następnym tygodniu. Max Payne. I nie będzie tylko Hogwarts. Jeśli chodzi o Crash'a Bandico, czwóreczkę, żeby zakończyć, planuję, no nie wiem, jak się uda, to może na następny tydzień. W tym tygodniu akurat nie planuję, żeby tego przejść. Może się uda, że na następny tydzień Crash'a Bandico przyjdziemy sobie na spokojnie. Myślę, że na następny tydzień nie pójdę do pracy w sobotę. No, mam taką nadzieję. Niestety. Ale... Wiecie. Jeszcze... Muszę iść do podziemia, tak? Tak. O. I Crash'a będziemy przechodzić na pewno albo następny tydzień, bo w tym tygodniu raczej nie, bo ja jutro idę do pracy i znaję, że jutro przyjdę zrąbany. A będę chciał pograć takie gry, które no spokojniejsze. Spokojniejsze. Które będzie Fortnite. Te rzeczy.
Revelio.
Okej. Na jedno. Tutaj coś jest też. Kała się i poleciała. No. Więc myślę, że taki plan jest dobry. No a dzisiaj Hogwarcik. O, jakbym miał jutro nie iść do pracy, no to dzisiaj by było też Diablo. Byśmy może do 70 levelu dzisiaj doszli. Ogólnie dzisiaj w godzinę. No, w godzinę można powiedzieć, zrobiłem chyba 6 czy 7 leveli. No to nie jest tak źle. Jest dobrze. Do góry będzie trzeba wejść. Tak jest. Standardowo. Nie mamy do znajdźki.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
O! Porozmawiam. Po to ona jest.
Professor
Tutaj.
Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
No dobra, to może
A
być
quiz
ciekawe.
sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Złoty ustronnik. Jak nazywa się magiczne zwierzę, które wykorzystywano do gry Quidditcha przed wynalezieniem złotego znicza? Złoty ustronnik, złoty znikarz.
The Golden Snuggery.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous
Ja jednak
Bragg.
jestem stępy,
Sad.
łatwo
They're thought to
wiedzieć,
be
tak
extinct.
naprawdę.
Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Jaki eliksir znany jest powszechnie jako płynne szczęście?
Felix Felicis.
Well done.
No,
Since
dobrze.
it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Czekaj, jak nazywa się artefakt, które mowa opowieść o trzech braciach? Życiele korpus... Insygnia śmierci!
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the
pamiętam.
Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Który z piłek do Quidditcha jest największy? Tłuczek... Hafel!
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of three hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Prawda czy fałsz? Czy eliksir wielosokowy pozwala pijącemu zmienić swój gatunek? Prawda. Czyli zmieniamy w inną
True.
odpowiedź.
Actually, the answer was false.
Nie!
While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species.
A,
Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
jaki organ rządowy poprzedzał Ministerstwo Magii? Rada Czarodziejów? Rada
The
Czarodziejów.
Wizards Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
O Jezu, tego to nie wiem.
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant! Though
Ale
the Viper
strzeliłem.
is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Higgins, Wadsworth, exactly. O Jezu, tego też nie wiem. Nie pamiętam.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right!
O, udało się.
It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Przejażdż powstał. Używania gula. Z jakimi innymi mieliśmy? Ja pierniczę.
A rune spore.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
Jaki jest jedyny znany czar zdolny odeprzeć śmierciotulę? O Jezu. Nie
The
wiem.
knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor
Ja
of a
pierniczę,
lethifold
jakie pytania.
attack was a wizard
Ja tego nie
named
przejdę.
Flavius Belby, who was
Na
on
serio.
holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the
Czarna magia.
dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually
Ja
located on Mount
pierniczę, nie no, to jest
The
tragedia.
American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
O Jezu. Miłosny?
Virocitiserum.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive,
Tragedia.
such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Oczywiście.
I don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the
mamy księgę.
pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Rebelia.
Compulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso!
Rebelio? Gdzie mamy rebelio? Tu jest. Nie, to Asio. Nie mam coś takiego. Bo ja jestem ślepy już. A,
Revelio.
właśnie. Ale jestem debil. Debil ze
So
mnie!
easy these tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
No debil, no po prostu debil. No ale dzisiaj człowiek nie myśli. Człowiek dzisiaj nie myśli, bo człowiek dzisiaj jest inny. Bo to będzie dzisiaj przepiękny dzień. No. To mapę sobie otworzymy. A ja na chwilkę za dwóch zaraz będę.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Ura, jesteśmy bohaterami. O, mamy zaklęcie transformacji. No ja jestem ciekaw. Czy się uda nam to zrobić, czy nie? Pewno tak. Dobra. A, Y, A, X i jechana. Mamy. Hurra! No. Motylem jestem. Na, na, na. Motylem
Beautifully
jestem.
done.
Później sobie to przypiszę. Bo zaraz.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Oczywiście, że jestem zdolnym uczniem.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Nie, propań. Nie.
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Okej. No i misja zakończona. A właśnie, ja sobie od razu to przypiszę. Żeby nie było. Ja sobie to dam tu. Gdzie to jest? To jest to? Nie to. To jest to. Ja sobie pod P. Aha.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Okay.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Dobra, dostajemy maile. A tutaj jest jakaś misja. Dobra. Weźmiemy sobie dwie misje główne w cieniu kopalni. O, 21 poziom. To bierzemy. Idziemy zabijać. Bić. Jest. Gerald Weasley! Później do ciebie przyjdziemy. Idę goblinów zabijać. Macie katować ich, nie? Nie tędy, Boguś. Tu. Tu. A, jeszcze jedna informacja. Względem tego, co będzie się działo w tym roku. Jeśli chodzi o granie wspólne, no to tego grania wspólnego raczej nie będzie za bardzo. Myślę, że solo najwięcej będzie. Jeśli chodzi o granie wspólne, no niestety ja na Discordzie już nie przesiaduję, raczej jestem na Discordzie, ale już rzadko co przesiaduję. I moje postanowienie jest takie... Gdzie ja mam iść? Kurde. I moje jest takie postanowienie duże. To tu mam iść. Do góry. No dobrze szedłem. Więc moje jest takie postanowienie, że do końca tego miesiąca będę przesiadywał jeszcze na Discordzie. Chodzi o gry wspólne. Bo też będę chciał coś tam Fortnite'a jeszcze pograć. I inne gierki. A od kwietnia niestety ja opuszczam Discorda. I ogólnie mnie na Discordzie nie będzie w ogóle. Więc jedyna rzecz, żeby się dogadać, będą albo live'y, albo w odcinkach, czyli YouTube. Ale tak, żeby wspólne, żeby coś porozmawiać, czy coś w tym rodzaju, to raczej nie będzie. No takie postanowienie zrobiłem. Bo i tak, nie, bo powiem jedną rzecz, ja rzadko coś siedzę na Discordzie i rzadko coś z kim teraz ostatnio gram nawet. Więc no takie postanowienie sobie stwierdziłem, że to chyba będzie najlepszy motyw, żeby więcej gier poprzechodzić solo. Mam tam gry do solo do przechodzenia, nie? No i tak jak mówię, no do końca marca jeszcze będę przesiadywał na Discordzie, ale później już niestety nie. Więc ja już wtedy nie będę posiadał żadnego Discorda. Tyle.
Hello there.
Hello!
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Dobra. Aha, i to nie jest, że czy ja odchodzę z grupy Richport. Nie, 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 nie. To nie jest na takiej zasadzie. To jest po prostu moja decyzja, którą ja po prostu się będę... ogólnie na Facebooku będziemy się normalnie dogadywać. Tylko po prostu nie będę siedział w ogóle na Discordzie, nie? To jest tylko tyle.
What are you up to now?
Ja mam się spotkać. Tu. Tu leci. Dobra. Bo ja mówię, no ja w ogóle nie siedzę na Discordzie, w ogóle się nie udzielam, więc nie wiem po co mam siedzieć. Odpalać to i tyle. Jak mówię, no od kwietnia po prostu Discord out już na stałe. Ja już kiedyś to mówiłem, pisałem nawet chyba na Discordzie, na kanale, że no niestety Discord będzie out. No i tak jest postanowienie, ale grupy Richport nie odchodzę, na pewno nie. My się będziemy na pewno dogadywać w międzyczasie, na pewno albo Facebookiem, albo po prostu tutaj live'ami, albo tak ogólnie.
Could it be a murder trial?
Mamy jajo. Tylko trzeba zbierać. Tak naprawdę.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Revelio.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what.
No i dostaliśmy
Meet
kolejne
me in the
misje.
town circle in Hogsmeade.
Wiem, że to ludzie akurat mogą pomyśleć z Richpura, że odchodzę. Nie, 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 nie. Po prostu odchodzę, wychodzę z Discorda, nie? Takie postanowienie mam. No i tak będzie, nie? Nie jest na takiej zasadzie.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Dobra.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
No dobra, to idziemy. Idziemy do goblinów. O, tutaj mamy ten, to możemy sobie od razu odblokować, żeby był szybki teleport.
Lovely to see you both.
O, ładnie. To się przyda.
The door is looking at us.
Ja mam tu wejść. Możesz mi? Czekaj. Gdzie? Jak ja mam tam wejść?
Revelio.
Okej. Mnie zdenerwowało tutaj. Okej. Jak ja mam tam wejść? Halo? Wejdź do goblińskiej komnaty.
Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. We need to break its line of sight somehow.
A, dobra. Musimy jakoś zniknąć. Okej. No problema. Okay.
I'll be quiet.
No. O! Internet. Kilka. Internet. Albo OBS. Bo OBS też tak lubi. Dużo nie było. Dobra, idziemy dalej. Wchodzimy do kopalni. No.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so
Incendio.
simple a price.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Chodzimy do goblinów. No tak mówię, no ja akurat nie odchodzę z Discorda, tylko po prostu wychodzę z Discorda, bo mówię, no nie mam... Teraz ogólnie nie mam
I
czasu.
still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio.
To nie mam czasu. Nie mam czasu na to.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Depulso.
Nie to.
Accio.
One less human to worry about.
Nie ma dalej.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse
Dzisiaj
enemies
mówiłem, mogę przypomnieć. Crash dopiero będzie. Miał być jutro. Ale ja niestety jutro idę do pracy. Znaczy, życie będę znowu wykończony jak ostatnio. Jutro będę chciał pograć tylko Diablo 3 sezon. Na pewno będę chciał streamować Fortnite'a jutro i tego Foresta. Tego nowego, nie? Jutro akurat będę chciał 3 live'y zrobić. W niedzielę nic nie będzie. Prawdopodobnie mi się wydaje, że na następny tydzień będę chciał to zrobić. Bo będę chciał tego crasha już przejść, mieć święty spokój. Więc na pewno na następny tydzień. No mówię, no niestety pracuję i też jest mi ciężko. Ciężko jest mi po prostu. Ciężko mi jest.
What's a human?
Albo na następny tydzień będzie. Ale mi się wydaje, że raczej na następny tydzień. Bo mam
I'll get
akurat
us through here safely on it.
wtedy
You have my word.
w niedzielę mi się wydaje, że bardziej będzie. I... Albo i w sobotę zobaczymy.
Being watched by a door.
Yes, of course.
No. Ja ogólnie tak jak mówię, no ja niestety też mam ograniczony czas z tego względu, że na co dzień pracuję i
Revelio.
to jest ciężko po prostu zaczynać już to ogarniać z tego względu, że co sobotę idę do pracy teraz, nie? I to jest ciężko.
Incendio.
Ciężko, po prostu ciężko jest. Ale będzie.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I
Miało
read
być-
during the summer holidays.
W tym tygodniu miało być nie, w zeszłym tygodniu miało być sobotę. Ale niestety taki byłem wykończony, że nawet nie miałem chęci nawet grania. Tak naprawdę.
Let's take a look
Nie
around
miałem
while we
chęci.
eat. See if we can find any
Tak
plans.
wyszło.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok.
Revelio.
Headed.
A to są gobliny? Myślałem, że to są. No. Będzie. Będzie. Pogramy jeszcze z Crasha Bandico. Nie ma co się przejmować. Wszystko będzie dobrze. Mamony. Potrzebuję mamony. O. Łatwo poszło, łatwo przyszło.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. Imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
Okej.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand.
Rzeczy tędy trzeba
Flourishes
zejść.
are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Buldy. Tędy.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am,
Revelio.
they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Dzień dobry.
Stop it! Someone been taken out! I've been fighting since before. Rather unwise coming back anyway. Why can't I hit you? Let's get this. I won't rest. You're no match for me.
No i pozamiatane.
I'll get you.
Glacius.
You fight about as well as a puff ski. I missed you.
Więcej ich tu mama nie miała? Ram pam parararam pam pam parararam pam pam. Gdzie on jest tu? Dobry.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Pozamiatane.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Rebelia.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Nie przyjdziemy. Hello. My father. By ktoś powiedział. Tu też nie? To będzie...
Accio.
Nie?
Capulso.
Czekajcie.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Też nie? Nie, to mi się wydaje, że chyba...
Descendo.
Nie, to musi być ten.
Revelio.
Musimy to otworzyć. A, dobra. Dobra, panie. Kumile.
Incendio.
O właśnie.
Accio.
No i gitara idzie. Przejście. No. Że coś tutaj jest.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Ała! Aby to się opłaciło, żeby tu przyjść. No, roślinki. A roślinki się przydadzą. No. A tutaj pójdziemy...
Incendio.
A nie, tu będzie... Tu damy sobie... Tu jest... To. Nie to...
Lumos.
O właśnie. Lumos działa. Jeszcze pamiętam Harry'ego Pottera. Dlaczego go nie pamiętam, bo ja lubię i oglądam Harry'ego Pottera. Dzień dobry! Dostałem białkę?
Nice of you to stop by.
Descendo.
Quite. Losing your stride. Is that the best you could do?
Depulso. Glacier.
You're so silly.
Protego.
I'll get you yet. No!
Glacier.
I will make you pay. One less human to fight with
Protego.
someone's here.
much too slow.
Potato. Caboso.
I will have my revenge!
Corsair.
How many of them are there?
Kurde,
That should be the
poszło.
last of them, I'll meet. Revelio.
Poszło. Mamy pełno, bo tu standardowo. I dobra, i musimy przejść dalej. Nie. Trzeba zrobić tak.
Right. Don't wish to be seen,
Dobra.
do we?
No.
Incendio.
Skrzynka. Kurde, wszystko
This
słabe.
is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Dobra, musimy być teraz w kopalni. Czekaj, czy tam wyjdziemy. O, właśnie.
Accio.
O, mamy. Uda nam się. Wjeżdżamy.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Tędy. O, tu czekaj. Może coś będzie. No, w sumie dobry kierunek idę. Aha!
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Jednak dobry. Chodzimy. No. Coś ja miałem mówić. Coś miałem mówić, ale zapomniałem. No, na następny tydzień, jeśli chodzi o live'y, no to wiadomo, Hogwarts.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so
Zaraz wam
bad, was
powiem.
it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
No,
Without further ado, adieu.
no to wiadomo, podstawa będzie, wiadomo, Hogwarts. Drugą grą będzie Max Payne. Będziemy całą trylogię Max Payne'a będziemy przechodzić. No i coś tam jeszcze będzie wlatywać. Myślę, że jeszcze jakoś, no retro, w czwartek, na pewno będzie. A co dalej, to się okaże w praniu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Czyli może być wojna. No. To go martwi. Ale misja skończona. Super. Ale levelu nie ma. Ej.
Here's a pleasant surprise.
Revelio.
Co my tu mamy? Kule. Kule. Okay. Idziemy kupić teraz ten, posprzedawać. Sprzedawać. No dobra, a gdzie to kulę mam dać? Dobra, mniejsza z tym, będziemy to robić inaczej. Tu mamy misję jeszcze. Ja bym chciał... O! Cieniu. Ale pójdziemy najpierw to sobie zrobić. Opa. Co do tego mam? O, 49. To mogę zdać. Okulary. Nie, słabsze. Czapeczka. Słabsze. Słabe. Słabe. I 60 aż daje. Dobra, niech będzie tak. Dobra, my się teleportujemy teraz tak naprawdę do mapy Hogwarts i pójdziemy tu do tej babki z tego względu, że ja muszę coś kupić. Od razu sprzedam to, co mam i kupię.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Careful of the mandrakes. I haven't fed them yet. Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Dobra, to sobie kupimy.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one
sobie
makes a wise
kupimy.
purchase. I can tell
Posprzedajemy.
you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me until they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money.
No to akurat już nie potrzebuję.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Dobra. Czasem musimy z nią porozmawiać. I ona jest tu. Dobra, podróż. Wiem, że jest blisko, ale trzeba zrobić podróż. Haha. Harry Potter. I komnata na nim. Kiedy Max Payne'a zaczynam na następny tydzień.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she
Ogólnie
would have
siema
headed
wam.
straight to her nest. I
Siema,
went
ty
back
co,
to
siema,
the tent
szkolenia?
and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Dobra, mamy teleport do
Here
smoka.
we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Dobra, niby
sounds
brzmi
straightforward enough.
prosto.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Okej.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Dobra,
Well
poszukajmy tego smoka.
Let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
O! Moczek.
There
Hey.
she is, above us. She did make it home
Może
safely.
smoka będziemy mieli.
Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Ty, ale jaja by były. Ale jaja by były, jakby miał smoka. Muka!
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's
O,
hope
jeszcze
it stays
wilki.
that way.
No.
We've done what we came for.
Ja jestem Harry Potter i jestem dobry.
To capture her. At least
Revelio.
Mamy coś ciekawego? No coś tam
How
mamy.
charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Coś tu mamy.
There she is again.
she's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Okej. Okej.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
Smoku, ja nie chcę z tobą walczyć. Ja chcę, żebyś był mój. Mój. Mój.
I
Mocz.
wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Starved to pick off a grapehorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that?
O. Jest smok.
Well, there's no turning back now. Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
O, kości! Ktoś lubi kości?
Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Umyć jajo. O! Ale ładny. O!
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Ja chcę smoka. Ja chcę
I've been
smoka.
so blind.
O, misja skończona. I levelik poszedł. Do góry. Okej. Baby, baby, I love you. Du. Co tam z nami będzie? Jest 22. Mamy wyhodować, nie? No ja mam wszystkie roślinki. No właśnie, a tu jest chyba smok. Tutaj pod jednym. A ja mam wyhodować to. Okej. Dobra, to weźmiemy sobie inne misje. Później zrobię. Sugerowany 17, okej. Sebastian! Where are you? Sebastian! Mapa świata. Sebastian! Aż tu? O kurde, aż tu mam iść? Hej. Musimy się tu teleportnąć.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Ah, the secret is do the hard work first.
A właśnie, a ty wieś, to ja mogę sobie przeszukać ten, domki. Zamek Jezu. Aha, bo to zamki co... Dobra, ja muszę się nauczyć tych, kurde, poziomu 2. i 3. Naprawdę. Lebiuza.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here.
A ja na kilka ZW, zaraz będę. Dobra, już jestem. Idziemy. Dobra. Dawaj, porozmawiaj.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Okej. Raport.
I'll be interested
raport
to
to co
compare what
możecie
lies
przeczytać,
inside
nie?
to what I've read about this catacomb.
Zawsze możecie sobie zatrzymać odcinek, czy live, wytrzymać i po prostu
I'm
przeczytać.
sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
No. Pająki!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Incendio! Accio! Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. This room is taller than it looks.
Jest gdzieś tu przejście? Jest. Jest. O, tu coś mamy. Okej.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Systemowo to zrobiłem.
Finding a chest in
Revelio.
a conspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Riveria. Dobra. O, pajączek! Zawsze chciałem mieć takie coś i powalczyć z pająkami dziś. O, nie po pająku.
We've read the
Revelio.
world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
O. Bombardia?
Bombarda.
Haha, bombarda. No, bombarda. Ale czekajcie, bo tu coś też jest. Nie jest. To jest... Mamy dwa przejścia.
Accio. Caporso. Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
I my mamy iść albo w ten kierunek? Ten? Pójdziemy ten.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Nic nie
Even
zrobimy.
an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Raczej.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Bombarda!
Ale czekaj.
Did you hear that?
We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Reparo.
I
Depulso.
to...
Accio.
Co my tu mamy?
There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones
Accio.
stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Incendio! Wingardium Leviosa!
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Haha. Okej.
Accio!
Wiem dlaczego to kości.
Bombarda.
Okej.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That's a lot of bone, Latin. You've done it.
O, udało mi się.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Ej,
Nice.
góra! Ale fajnie to wygląda. Co wam powiem?
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
O,
The
coś
student's
będzie się
diary
działo.
mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Okej. Mamy. Imperio.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Czekajcie, bo ja muszę sobie Imperio, kurde, dać ten... Tu se damy, nie? To B na razie.
Imperio. Descendo.
Okej. No, w sumie dobre jest. Zaklęcie.
Incendio.
I w sumie bym mógł dać tutaj te...
Bombarda.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a sin.
Accio.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okej.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Bombarda. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Co jeszcze potrzebujemy?
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Nie przejdziemy. Chyba.
Incendio. Bombarda. Accio. Potato. Defendo. Defendo. Potato.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Incendio. Accio.
Mamy. Też. Tu mamy już pełne.
Bombarda. Accio.
Okej.
Bombarda.
Idziemy sobie.
This catacomb has suffered decay,
Revelio.
just as the student's summary described.
O,
I
tam
doubt
coś
anyone's
jest.
been here in quite some time.
O, mamy jakiś ten. To jeszcze jest.
Incendio. Bombarda.
Bombarda! No wiadomo. Pajączki, where are you?
Revelio.
Nie ma? To czyli coś tutaj. Aha, 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 aha. Aha. Mamy to, tak, tu. I tak, otwieramy to. I to. Dobra.
Accio.
Okej, mamy.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okej, teraz tak. To. I to.
Accio.
Tu mamy coś. Mam one. Dobra. To mamy. To teraz musimy... O, tu jest. Jest.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Kurde, te zagadki są takie łatwe. I otworzyło się
You are
kość.
head and shoulders
Ura!
above these bones.
Dobre.
Nicely done.
Dobre. A wystarczyło tylko po znakach
Revelio.
iść.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Pająki!
Accio. Potato. Bombarda. Accio. Incendio.
Więcej was tu mama nie miała?
Potato. Bombarda.
Ła! Ła!
Incendio. Potato. Bombarda. Incendio. Bombarda. Accio. Incendio. Incendio.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
O, pająki wśród nas.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
Revelio.
O, pod ścianą się ten. O, coś tu mamy, ale o, tu jeszcze coś mamy. Dobra, tu już mamy max. Mamy... Okej. Okej.
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Mamy go!
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous?
Ominous?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
All right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more.
Knock it.
I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Andy?
Well, what happened back there?
Andy.
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Dobrze, idę. Chodzimy.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Musimy wrócić. To Predrock. The Feldcroft.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Może to był zły pomysł, ale... Może się uratuje coś. Ale tu się pali. Halo.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You won't stop me. With a nice mushroom. Let me Let's get this.
Potato!
Who's in here?
Stay back!
There's nowhere to go.
Keep
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Uncle, to the right!
Defender!
They're closing in!
Missed me!
Also, places!
Do not win here.
Defender!
Got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
You almost had a look!
I'm handling it.
Udało się. Bo 24 poziom.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Niepotrzebnie to był zrobił.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Okej. Kurde, niektóre misje poboczne i takie główne są fajne.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Okej. Misja ukończona. A ja lubię te niewybaczalne i te inne rzeczy, bo to są bardzo fajne, no. Tak naprawdę. Dobra, wrócimy sobie do... Tu też misje mamy nowe. Widzę. Porozmawiać z Poppy, może... Ten. To bym zrobił, tylko kurde... Musiał wziąć mapę. Mapa Hogwartu. Tu. Życzeń. Już teleportniemy. Ła. Rączka boli. Chyba jeszcze jedną muszę. Dobra, musimy porozmawiać z Kryspianem. Z nim porozmawiamy. W krypcie z Sebastianem. No dobra, do krypty idziemy. Sebastian! Rozmawiamy z tobą. No i na dzisiaj będziemy kończyć. Lejwika z Hogwartu. Zawsze trzeba na spokojnie przechodzić grę. Nie spiesząc się. Bo na pewno drugiej części na razie nie wyjdzie. A jak wyjdzie, to wyjdzie kiedy indziej. Jakieś 2-3 lata. Maksimum. Tego nie można się...
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Okej. Właśnie, a czy ja mogę wyhodować na przykład to misję wziąć. To. Wyhodować w tym. Hogwarts. O tu. O właśnie. Podróż. Tutaj? Ja jestem ciekaw.
What are you up to now?
Ja mogę tutaj wyhodować. To misję. Ale że chyba nie. to by było za łatwo. Dobra, to idziemy do... Teleportniemy się. Ja mam kasy. Kurde, bo by było można ulepszyć. O, tu 53. To sobie damy. Tylko, że to se zmień wygląd. O Jezu, ty wyglądu tu troszkę jest. Zmień. O. Okej. Okay. Tu jest 51. Nam wyżej. Tutaj mamy ten, tak? I musimy wrócić najpierw do... Tutaj. Pokój życzeń. Do pokój życzeń. Dobra, a teraz bym chciał dodać jeszcze jeden ten. Co się dodawało? To było, nie? Tak. Dobra. O Jezu, ile tego jest, dobra. Miksy, zielarstwo. Okej. Byle jaki, nie? To się opłacało. Co to dyptom? Mandragory. A gdzie ja mam? No właśnie, a gdzie ja mam to? A niewłaściwy rozmiar donic! Aha. Dobra. Donicę. Nie właśnie rozmiar donicy. Ale dobra, jaką mam donicę? To muszę kupić większą donicę, dobra. To lecimy do zielarstwa. Świata. Świat. Smith. Tu było eliksiry, to nie. Magiczna rzepa. Magiczna rzepa. Musimy iść. Podróż. Jeśli nie, no to nie wiem. To będziemy na dzisiaj kończyć.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Będziemy kończyć. Potrzebujemy większą donicę. Potrzebuję większą donicę. Mogę gdzieś kupić większą donicę? Chyba nie tu.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Ja mogę kupić większą donicę. Ja mogę kupić większą donicę. To są różki, tak? No. Ja raczej nie kupię. Dobra. Ja na dzisiaj będę kończył. Dziękuję wszystkim za oglądanie. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Jeszcze powtórzę taką informację właśnie, że jeśli chodzi o gry multiplayerowe, do końca miesiąca tego, czyli od kwietnia, nie będę już na Discordzie siedział w ogóle. Całkiem. Po prostu odinstalowuję Discorda. Wychodzę z kanału... Prawdopodobnie będę wychodził z kanałów, na których siedziałem. Skupiamy się bardziej gry na single player i singlowe gry, nie multiplayerowe. Jeśli chodzi o jakiś multiplayer, to niestety bez Discorda, ale i tak będziemy ogrywać tylko takie gry jak Fortnite, ETS, no to bardziej niby jest potrzebny ten Discord, ale ja ogólnie nie siedzę już teraz ostatnio, w ogóle się nawet nie udzielam na żadnych Discordach. Przestałem. Biorę ten motyw, to miało być w zeszłym roku, że wychodzę całkiem z Discordów. No i w tym roku to już jest postanowione. Więc to nie jest tak, że ja odchodzę z Rishpura czy coś w tym rodzaju. Nie. Rishpur będzie i cały czas będzie. Tylko po prostu ja z Discorda wychodzę. Komunikacja ze mną to będzie tylko Messenger. Tak naprawdę. I live'y i odcinki, tak? A raczej bardziej live'y, nie? Tak naprawdę. I tyle. Do końca marca, tak mówię. Siedzę jeszcze na Discordzie. A od kwietnia niestety odinstalowuję Discorda. I skupiamy się bardziej na gry single player. Naprawdę. Będę wychodził z kanałów, w których siedzę. Albo po prostu zostawię i odinstaluję i więcej nie. Komunikacji ze mną na Discordzie raczej nie będzie od kwietnia, tylko jeżeli co, Messenger lub podczas gry wiadomości albo coś w tym rodzaju. Dobra, ja dziękuję wszystkim za oglądanie, trzymajcie się, do następnego, hejo, pa pa!